Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Big Cap Podcasting. I am your host, Portis, aka Mr. Squad in Your Face, aka Mr. Intellectual himself. And I am here tonight, virtual, with my co-host.
Mo got it. Can you hear me good, Portis?
Yeah. Yes, sir, Mr. AKA.
LIVE, the DOWG dog. How y'all doing this evening?
For sure. Welcome everybody. Welcome back to another episode, man. Hey, how that one verse go in that one song, Mo Gotti, how they say, it's been a long time. We shouldn't have left you.
Yeah. What's
But we
going on?
back.
What's going on?
We are definitely back with another banger for y'all tonight. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Bo. Welcome back, my brother. You know what I'm saying? Health is wealth, man. We glad you back healthy, man, 100%. You know what I'm saying? So we are here in the building tonight. Um, Shout out to Miss Goshay. You know what I'm saying? We glad that you back healthy. You know what I'm saying? Health is wealth.
Yeah.
And shout out to my man, Mr. Devro, man. You know, we haven't got words yet, but I hope my man's just pulling through. Shout out to him and his family. You know what I'm saying? Gotti.
What's happening? What's happening? We got Raven Morris in the building. How you doing, Ravens? And we
What's
got Richard
going
Portis
on?
in the building.
What's going on?
What's going
What's
on? What's
going
going
on?
on?
Everybody in the building tuning in. Thank y'all for tuning in. Welcome. We got a banger for y'all. So Gotti, hit them with the topic.
The topic is it wrong for a man to say he wouldn't date a woman with kids? Is it
Mm,
wrong for that? I want
mm.
hey, before we get started, I want to give a special shout out to my family. I'm out here in Texas, out here with my family. Just want to give a special shout out and just want to let everybody know, I'm out here having me a good time, laid back, kind of tired right now, but I'm in the building.
For sure. For sure, for sure. For sure. Gotti, you silly in the mug, man. Definitely enjoy yourself on your vacay, man. You know what I'm saying? With you and your
Yes,
people.
sir, brother out here on vacation
No doubt,
in
no
the, in
doubt.
the,
Well
in the,
deserved. Well
in the,
deserved.
in
You
the big
feel me? Well
state of
deserved.
Texas. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah. So yeah, hit him with the topic, man. Is it
Well,
is it wrong?
is it wrong for a man to say he wouldn't date a woman with kids? Is that wrong?
Um, I don't think it's wrong. I think it's a preference. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely a preference. You know,
Is,
you like
is
what you like what I mean, and you don't like what you don't like. Um, um, Me personally, you know, it don't bother me if a woman has kids or not. I mean, shit, I got kids, so
right,
you gotta
right,
think, hell, do she want to deal with a person that got kids? You know what I'm saying?
right,
So it could
right.
always be flipped, vice versa. You know what I mean? So that's why I say it's a preference. And Richard Portis, my brother, he said that's just his preference, and
Right,
that's
right,
true. That
right.
I mean,
So,
it don't get no simpler than that. For real, for real. It's a
so,
preference. You know.
so Richard, you went date a young lady with kids. Um, you know, ain't nothing wrong with dating a woman with kids. You know, a lot of women need certain type of men in their life.
Hmm.
Because you got those strong guys out there that they can step up to the plate. You know,
Yeah, yeah,
and be a great stepfather.
yeah.
But you got a lot of men out here prefer not to date women with kids, and like you said, that's their preference. But I I look at the age range. Like if I'm an older guy, so 9 times out of 10, if I meet a woman, she's gonna have kids or grandkids. You follow what I'm saying? Now
Yeah,
there are some
absolutely.
older women that don't have kids. There are some, but 9 times out of 10, you're gonna meet a woman with kids. So I wouldn't. myself, I wouldn't necessarily say I wouldn't date a woman with kids.
Mm.
But hey, like you say, that's their preference.
Yeah, it is. Um, I think me and you in the same boat when you say that really dealing with women, um, um, in our age bracket. You know what I'm saying? For
Right,
this, them having kids and grandkids. You know what I'm saying?
right,
That's
right, right, right,
definitely
right.
that's definitely 100. But
Exactly. Yeah,
you know, like at this stage of our lives anyway, we should be looking for somebody to be settling down with anyway. You know what I'm
oh,
saying?
oh,
So for me personally, if a woman has kids and grandkids, you know what I'm saying? That's a plus for
right,
me
right, right, right.
because it's just extending the family for me.
Exactly, exactly. My man Richard Porter just made a comment. Richard said, "I
Okay.
would date a woman with kids because I have kids now, and it's a difference if I had kids, and all I'm out looking for is a woman who don't have kids." So, like he said, that's the difference.
Right,
He said,
absolutely.
I'm out looking for a woman that don't have kids. So, uh, like I say, I know men have their preference, and a lot of times it's like this right here. If a man know he don't like women with kids, don't waste their time. Cause it's somebody out there for that woman. You get what I'm saying?
Right,
So
right,
don't even so if you see a woman and she has kids and you don't want a woman with kids, don't even attempt to even try to uh entertain her, try to talk to her or
right. Don't even
whatever.
waste your time.
Waste her
Right,
time.
right. I'm with you on that. I'm
But
definitely with
like
you
I
on that.
said, I wish a lot of men would think like that because women need a strong man, especially when
Well,
they
you
a
know,
single mother
well,
and
you
with
know, uh,
kids.
a lot of guys are, lusting. You know, it's a
Right,
lot of lust going on. You know what I'm saying? What you see is
right,
what you see, and what you see is what you want. You
right,
know, so it's a lot of lusting going on. That's why you don't really have a lot of guys falling in line as a stepdad because they're not in it for that. They're not
right,
in it for the long haul.
right,
They're in it for the moment. You know what I'm saying?
right,
And um, once you, man, once a lady finds a guy that really wants to be a part of her life and her kids' life,
right,
man, they got it made.
right. Exactly.
They got it definitely made. It's a power couple move. You know what I'm saying? That 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 goes along again, like I said, that goes to help build a stronger family. You know what I'm saying? On
Right,
both sides.
right,
You know what I mean? Like you giving that kid something to look back on or someone to look back on because you help you help push him or her to that next level in life.
right. Exactly.
When that biological wasn't even there in the
The
first
bother,
place.
like my man Shaq say, my biological didn't bother. Yeah,
Hey, you hear me?
right, right. And
So
let me just say this right here. A lot of times, a stepfather he can make a big difference. You know, a lot of times, and
mhm,
so by this gentleman saying that he wouldn't date a woman, he prefer not to date a woman with kids. Uh, he need to look at the fact that he may have been a step kid. You get what I'm saying? I mean,
mhm,
I had a stepdad to come in and you know date my mom. You get what I'm saying?
mhm,
So you have to realize that it, you look like a lot of men may think they're simps because they date women with kids, which you're not. You actually a strong man
mhm,
if you're willing to accept kids that are not your biological kids, and you willing to go all out, that's not selfish. You're a strong man.
You're a strong man for that. Absolutely.
You know,
I agree.
and I have a lot of respect for men who step in and try to help these women out with their kids
Step in and step up.
and go beyond and above. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I have a lot of
Yeah.
respect. I have a lot of respect for men.
So when you say go all in,
Right.
go a little bit deeper when you say go all in.
When I say go all in, I'm talking about helping them with their schoolwork, involving them in activities, just nurturing, all the above. You know what I'm saying? Make if the mother got to work or whatever, he making sure he the backbone. He making sure the kids, he fixing them dinner and make sure they eating their breakfast before they go to school. Stepdad, he steps in. He steps in. He leads and him and that woman, they collab and they raise them kids.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they, that, like I say, and a lot of men, here's what upsets me, especially in our community right now with what's going on. Guys tend to look at men like that and say they're simps, and that really bothers me.
Yeah.
And I know we done talked about this before.
Yeah.
But this time we're just basically asking the question, is it wrong for a man to say he won't date a woman with kids? Which, like you said before, that's his preference.
Yeah.
But just because that's his preference, he should look down on a man that will date a woman with kids. You follow what I'm saying?
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So there's men out there that believe that will say that.
It's like, okay, so let's go back to the question at hand. The question at hand is,
what's up, Reggie Sharp? Excuse me.
Reggie Sharp is in the building. And Rich Reporters has said, some people don't want kids and they won't date anyone who has kids. And Reggie Sharp just said, how many kids are we talking about?
Hey, Reggie, to some men it don't matter.
Some men it don't matter, right?
Because you have some women out there that won't date a man with kids. So I have seen some cases that women, they may have some kids. They say, well, I got kids, but I don't want a man that has kids.
Do you think that's selfishly because she wanted it to be all about her kids?
Right, because she's being delusional,
Okay.
I understand she has her preference, but if a man has kids and he say he don't want to date a woman with kids, he's delusional. That's just so how I see it.
Okay, so let's get back to the question at hand. Is it wrong for a man to not want to date women with kids? I don't think it's wrong. You know what I'm saying? To answer the question, no, it's not wrong. Again, because that's their preference.
Right. So check this out, Porter. Reggie said one or two is cool. 3 or more, it got to have a good job for me, even to think about it. That's what Reggie said.
So Reggie's saying that if a woman has 3 or more kids, she has to be able to help support. Yeah, she gotta have that good job to help support.
Right.
I mean, I agree.
I mean, it all depends. I would expect her to have a good job, just as long as we got some type of understanding.
Understand there you compromise.
You know what I'm saying? As long as we can, Reggie, I wouldn't look at it as about how much money she made. It's about how can we put this together? How can we raise
make it work
together?
How can
exactly.
we make it work?
We can
Right.
have a lot of money. We can have a lot of money and it still won't work. So
Yeah.
it's all about that chemistry and how we gonna map this thing out. How we gonna bring these kids together and we gonna raise these kids together.
Yeah. Yeah. So I can see it both ways. I can see
Right.
it both ways because think about it this way, Mo. Having a good job, that's just a plus.
Right.
You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? Because
Exactly.
because 9 times out of 10, being realistic, she's not I mean, I don't even want to say that because that now it's like I'm just taking away from what she could be doing,
Right.
or you
Right.
know what I'm saying, what she could have. But at the same time, let's just say if she didn't have the good job and she's working with something minimal, you know what I'm saying? It
Right.
makes the load harder on you, but you being the man, you're gonna accept it because you accept her. You know what I'm saying? So it does make the load a little bit harder, but it just makes it easier if they got a better job and they can help bring that extra
Right.
money.
Right. Right. It makes it easier, but
Yeah,
a lot
it
of
definitely
times,
makes the load easier.
a lot of times you can have all the money if you don't have that chemistry there with and she may believe in this and you may believe in that. I don't care how much money you guys got, it's not gonna work. You know,
Well, that's true.
you guys
But
have to be on the same sheet of paper. You know what I'm
okay,
saying?
put it
You
this
guys
way.
gotta be on the you definitely gotta be on the same page. So
Yeah, like-minded. I got you. But
yeah,
let's just say it this way. Even if even if you did have all the money and it didn't work, right? Or it's not working or whatever, as long as the kids is not suffering, the personal problems between you and her is between you and her. You know what I'm saying? But as long as the kids is being taken care of and they're not being affected by y'all personal problems, then it is what it is. You know what I'm
hey,
saying?
okay, we got two comments by Reggie.
Go
Reggie
ahead.
said, he said, three or more kids financially suicide first any man. And then he said it's going to be hard to take care of three or more kids that ain't mine. And then you know how kids rock when you ain't their daddy. They be on some other I shit. I got you, Reggie. And that's another thing too. Now Reggie, he's right about that. If the kids don't rock with you like that, you know, it could be some problems. You know, it could be
Yeah,
some it could be some problems with your discipline the kids. You know,
right.
all that play a hand in the whole relationship. You get what I'm
See,
saying?
but see that's true. But at the same time, though, it's also a way. See, man, because it's like being a stepdad myself. I've been a stepdad. You know what I'm
Right,
saying,
right. I
for a
have to.
long time,
I was too.
and and from my experiences, you know what I'm saying. I don't have daughters.
Right,
You feel me? I don't have no daughters biologically, but the two that made me look at women different. You know what I'm saying? I
right,
had,
right,
I had my hand in helping raising twin girls, and you know what I'm saying? They help make me look at women different, help me look at situations different. You know what I'm saying? But that was because I took on a role. I took on a role
right,
that I
right,
didn't have to. But
right.
I
So,
liked their
so
mom so much that you know what I'm saying. Whatever she had coming along with her, it is. You know what I'm saying. I was with it, so
right, right, right. So Reggie said, he said, in this economy, you gotta have a good in this economy, you got to have a good job and be getting child support for me to consider three or better. Bro, that's a lot of money. Raising
right,
three or more kids. Okay, we
right,
got Kendra, she's in the building. We got my cousin Liso Jacobs, he's in the building. And Liso said it's not wrong, depending on where he's going in life.
right,
Consider how the relationship with the kids can get developed. Some relationships end just when the kids are considering him as a father figure. Right. absolutely right.
I
You're
agree.
right about that. I agree
I
with that, Lisa.
agree.
So, it all depends too. Just you represent being that father figure, and also it's almost like you're a role model. It's certain
No, it's
things.
not. It is. It's not
Well,
almost like you are a role model
you
at
are a
that
role
point.
model, right? But
Yeah, you're right.
right. But what I'm saying it's certain things that you can't do in front of kids.
Hmm.
It's certain things that you um can't say. It's certain
Hmm.
ways that you have to treat their mother, especially when the mother
Hmm.
has boys. You have to treat their mother with totally respect. I
Respect.
mean, no
Absolutely,
matter
I agree.
if y'all get into a little argument or whatever, you can't let those kids see you argue with their mother, especially when you're a stepfather. Right
Right.
then they gonna look at you a whole nother way. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? So when you
See,
when you
see,
date a
see,
woman,
and then this is my thing though too. And I didn't mean to cut you off, but this is my thing though too. See, like, you know, again, speaking from experience as a stepfather, bro, is certain things that you want kids to see and things that you don't want them to see. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right, right,
Everything is
right.
not everything is not going to always be perfect, but it
No, it's
has to
not.
make you know what I'm saying? But it has to make sense. Even a little bitty child, even a little bitty kid catches on to things more than
Right,
what we know. You
right.
feel what I'm saying? So
Absolutely.
it's like we can't hide the fact that sometimes we have periods where us as parents don't get along. Kids are going to pick up on that. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
But it has to make sense. You know what I'm
right,
saying? Like it has to make sense. And I say that to say that even with a stepchild, if they understand, they're not going to always understand the situation.
right,
But if they know, like, okay, well, my mom and my stepdad don't argue all the time. So if they're arguing, it has to be about something. I can
right,
see the stepchild personally. I've seen step kids be more chill, more lax, more respectable because they understand that if they arguing about something not right.
right,
They get it. You know what I'm saying? It makes sense
right,
because when they're not arguing, we're always doing something. Things are always moving in this type of direction. You feel me? So it's
right,
also about, so to me, I think it's also about understanding. You know what I'm saying? Having the kids understand, you
right,
know, that that things in a relationship is not going to always be good. So when
right.
we do have our ups and our downs, y'all not looking at me like I'm tripping. You feel what I'm saying? Or
That's why I said that you can't if you and your you know wife or your girl y'all got some disagreements on something, you cannot express that in front of the kids. You
yeah,
cannot. No matter
right,
she wrong or you wrong.
right.
It's certain things that because first of all, when a man is coming into a relationship with a woman, you just as well you build her trust, you have to build those kids' trust.
Kids trust. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm with you on that. That's
Yeah, so
that's why I said that's why I said that when they don't normally see things out of sequence, and that's like I said with the disagreements. You know what I'm saying?
right,
So when they understand that, well, damn, you know what I'm saying? Normally they don't argue. You know what I'm saying? They
right,
always cool. So if they take that time out, most parents say, "Well, we're gonna talk about this later," or they go to another room and talk
right,
about it. When kids don't normally see you do that, you know what I'm saying? They understand that something is wrong, and that's
right,
okay. That's okay because they know that everything ain't gonna always be perfect.
right, right,
To me, you know what I'm saying?
right,
I'm not saying that to everybody else, but to me, I feel like it's okay not for them to know the problem itself, but just to understand that things ain't gonna always be, you know, peaches and cream. We do have problems. We do
Okay,
have bumps in the
Reggie.
road.
Right. So Reggie came back. Reggie said that's when the mama leave you, the kids leave you too. No matter how y'all relationship was, that they won't even call to see how you're doing. If you need help, if you need help raising them, they will be cool with the next joker. Their mama
Mm.
bring it through the door. Oh my goodness, Reggie. Reggie's good. Then Liso said, some men go all out for the girl and her kids just to be overruled by the real father at any time for any reason. Wow. Now Liso said
Lisa
something.
got a point.
He said something, and,
He,
that,
he,
and that and that may be why some men prefer not to date women with kids because of what
well,
Lisa just said.
absolutely. But here's the thing: is she really over him?
That's
That's
hey that that's
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 what you have to.
exactly that's
That's
something
what
to
you
think
have
about
to
too.
look at, because I know I was watching a video, or I was either talking to you, or I was watching a video,
Right,
and it was about a woman. It was about a woman that was um trying to move on with a new relationship,
right.
but the guy was looking at the age of her kid. You feel me?
Right,
And I think the kid was still like two, maybe one or two, somewhere around up in there. And
right,
and the guy was pretty much like, he was cool on her only because he knew that she wasn't done with him because of the age of the child. If
right.
the, if that child is 1 or 2 years old, that means that relationship between them is still kind of fresh. You know what I'm saying? That
You got a
split,
point.
that that
You
that
got a
breakup
point.
is still kind of fresh. So who's to say that she's not, you know what I'm saying, that you're not a rebound type? You know what I'm saying? You're not the one that she really want to move on with because she's not over him, but she just
Right,
wants somebody for the moment because she ain't got nobody.
right. We got D Williams in the building. Reggie, uh, Reggie said it's tough. It's a tough situation to get for sure. He said it's a tough situation to get in for sure. That's a woman's that woman better be worth it to you, and I can tell you that. He
Oh
said
yeah, absolutely,
he said
absolutely.
it's definitely uh well he said excuse me it's, it's definitely a sensitive situation for sure. So be a smart guy. So be smart guys. Right.
Yeah, so
Hey,
yeah,
hey,
definitely.
Reggie, I was laughing at Reggie. And I couldn't even get my words out. But yeah, Reggie, it's definitely a sensitive situation.
Yeah, it's very touchy. It's
Right,
very touchy. It's
right,
very touchy. But honestly speaking, you know, being the stepdad. Okay, put it this way. Just being the dad, period. You know what I'm saying? If you got kids and you're an active
but
father,
I
you
would
you know for yourself being a father to them ain't no joke.
right.
So being being the stepdad is not for the weak. It's not for the weak. Everybody,
And it's not
and that was a true statement. Everybody can't be a stepdad.
it is not is being a stepdad is also is not for a type of man that's about himself in the relationship.
Just
When
say
you
selfish.
right, selfish
Yeah.
about
It's not for selfish men. You are
himself or
absolutely
being
correct.
selfish.
Yeah.
He has to be a genuine guy. Number one, you get what I'm saying. He has to be a kind guy, not a nice guy, a kind guy. Number two, number two. So when he has to be in that relationship for the right reason. when you're a stepfather, you're in their relationship to come in and help that family out. Come in a ready-made family and come in and contribute.
You
Contribute.
know,
You know what I'm saying?
I'm listening at your ones and twos, and I go number one. He got to be a God fearing person, a God
You
fearing
know what?
man for one.
You know what?
I
You just
get
hit
you.
you just hit
You
it
know,
right on the head.
you got to be a God fearing man for one,
You
and then
just
for two, and then for two, you have to be a moral
your
type
moral
person.
values have to be be be, be off the charts.
You
Your
feel
moral
me?
you have to set reason, and you just said so good then also. The moral value of yourself has to be
Yeah.
on point because you once again, like we said a while ago,
Mhm.
you have to show example to those kids.
Talk about it.
You know what I'm saying?
Talk about it. I hear you.
Kids watch. Kids, let me tell you,
Everything.
kids are very intelligent. Kids pay attention to every move you
Everything.
make. I don't
That's
care if
right.
they 2 or 3 years old. They pay
That's right.
attention to
That's right.
everything.
That's why.
And
That's
guess
why.
what? Let me say this before you say that.
Uh,
Kids, they read energy very well. The
oh
energy
yeah.
that you bring off, they read it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
They read it.
That's why I said earlier, when you be in the stepdad, when you become a step, well, hold on, before I say that, let me read Reggie's
They read
comment.
it.
Reggie said, I have done it. I have done it. I raised a lot of kids, and it's like once the mama leave you, they leave you, bro. You
That's true.
you think you building this unbreakable bond, but you really ain't. You are really a placeholder.
Right.
Damn,
But let me hey,
damn,
let me
Reggie.
say this. Hey, let me say this, Reggie. Now, this ain't about me, this ain't about Portis. But I want to say this right here. I have dated some women that had kids, and me and the mom no longer talking. Guess what? The kids sneaking call me to this day. To this day.
See, but that's the thing. Like, okay, so like, it's a lot of things. Shout out to Tanea and Tamia Henderson, man.
We
You know,
got
they
we got
they
we got Erica Parker in the building. We also got Black Baby in the building. Appreciate y'all shining in
Black
the
baby
real
Ali. What's up with it, y'all? Welcome to the show. But
But
like I
yeah,
said, shout out to my twins, man, Tanea and Tamia Henderson, man. This is the thing, bro. Like, it's a lot of accomplishments that these girls have made um since me and their mom has split up. And I don't talk to them on the regular. You feel what I'm
right,
saying?
right. But,
But
but, but,
here's the
but
thing. But here's the thing. Here's the thing, Mo. And I say this to say that. I say this to say this. Um, I don't have to talk to them on the regular because every time I jump on Facebook, bro, and I see what they have accomplished. See, man, I was there with them when they was little, when they was still wearing pull-ups. You know what I'm saying? And when I left, they was in middle school. You feel me?
right.
So through all that time, long story short, that path that I set for them, that I
Right,
helped set for them, the path that I helped set for my boys, the
right.
same way I set for them. When I see them on Facebook and I see all their accomplishments, bro, I don't to me, I don't have to talk to them because what I was set to do is all in what they doing.
Right, but
It,
I get that. I understand that. What I was saying was, like what some kids, I'm just saying I experienced, and I don't like to speak on me. I don't really want to speak on neither one of us, our experience. But I will
mhm,
say this right here. When you make a great impact with kids, when they come to
mhm.
either a stepdad, be coaching kids, be being around kids will reach out to you. They will find a way
to get to you.
I understand like some kids, like Reggie said, they may tend to forget about you or whatever. But if you made some type of good impact on these kids, they'll reach out to you.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Even
For
in
sure.
your and you and their mom may have had a bad falling out, but these kids they will find a way to reach out to you.
Yeah, for
You know
sure.
what I'm saying? That
They
right.
will.
So there's just like it just all depends on the type of father you were, or the type, what type of impact you put on them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So kids, they read energy very well. You know what I'm saying? And like I said,
Mm-hmm.
there's nothing wrong. You know, I kind of disagree with that guy saying that he wouldn't date a woman with kids. You know what I'm saying? Because you have, like I said earlier, you have guys like him tend to get in the way. Because it could be a man out there that want to date a
Y'all
woman with
really
kids,
want that woman. Right.
really want her, and
Right.
he gonna give it his all for her and
True.
her kids.
True. True.
You
And
know,
and and, and it's funny.
but
It it's
women.
funny, but it's true.
It's
Huh?
funny, but it's true. But you have some women with kids may fall for knowing that that guy really don't like a woman with kids, and she would still date him, and it would kind of like mess with her kids. The kids know if a man really cares about them. Kids know if a man really want to be there with their mama or be
Yeah.
there with them as a whole. You know,
Right.
kids
Right.
can tell you, man. Kids are very, very intelligent. They
Right.
read energy very well, better than we do sometimes.
Right.
You know what I'm
So
saying?
so to the people out there watching right now, what do y'all feel about um these kids, kids, I'm sorry guys. These guys not wanting to date women that has kids. For the ones that have not commented, please comment, you know what I'm saying? Let us know, give us a thumbs up, a heart, something. Let
Yeah,
us know
yeah.
that you guys are interacting with us tonight. But yeah,
Hit
do
your
you
likes and
guys think it's
shares.
wrong?
Yeah.
Huh?
I was telling everybody hit their likes and shares. Hit your likes,
Oh
and
yeah, likes
if
and
you don't like
shares.
what we talking about, you can hit a mean face or whatever. You know,
Something, what you say, Mo Gotti, something, huh?
hey, hit something and put your
Right,
thumbs up in the comments. Anything, we'll take it. We just need
right.
some type of response to let us know that y'all are there.
Are there? That's right. Passport TJ is in the building, Gotti.
Passport TJ in the building.
Yes, sir. Check him out. I
Passport
can't
TJ. I know he's somewhere out the country, somewhere.
somewhere.
What's going on, Passport TJ? What's going on? He said, "What's
What's
going on,
going on,
bro?
big dog?
What's going on?" I know,
Passport
I know. Passport TJ is out the country somewhere. He's somewhere
somewhere.
in another country, living life.
Passport, what you think about guys that don't want to date women that has kids? How do you feel about that? How do you feel about guys that don't want to date women that has kids?
And you got a lot of so-called high value men
Mhm.
feel that way. They may have kids
Yeah.
in a previous relationship, and they won't date women with kids, which is
You,
awkward to me. You know, it's
that's
awkward.
crazy.
You know,
You know,
it's just me. You know, I know a lot of guys may be seeing this. They may say, "Well, what is that simp up there talking about?" No, I'm just speaking from my point of view. You know what I'm saying?
Mo, you crazy.
Yeah.
Passport TJ said, he said, I'm one of them people I don't want um
Raise another
to
man.
raise another man's kid. Okay,
Oh,
okay.
but
Well, I
see,
respect that.
I'm gonna say this about Passport T. See, Passport TJ, he's a younger guy,
Yeah.
so he still can meet a young lady that don't have any kids. So he and he probably don't have kids either. So
No,
he
Passport has kids.
Passport he has kids.
Yeah, Passport has kids.
Okay. But he's a younger guy. But I said when you get on up in your 40s and 50s,
Yeah,
you gonna meet somebody. It's hard to meet women that don't have kids. You may meet a few out there, but not too
right,
many.
right, right.
So
That's
you either gonna be by yourself or you ain't gonna date. You
I
gonna date a
don't. I
woman with
mean,
kids.
again, like I said, it is nothing wrong with a man not wanting to date women that has kids.
But see, I
But
understand.
I
I understand the younger guys. But
yeah.
as a younger guy,
Well look,
I,
even
I,
even even
but
even
see,
even high even high class celebrities. Like I know like for one, I know like John Cena, WWE star John Cena. He
right,
doesn't want kids at
right,
all.
okay. Passport. He said he have two boys. It is hard to
Yeah.
find a woman at my age without kids, even out the country. See, said I
Yeah.
said in other countries they have kids too. And like I said,
Hey,
majority
hey, hey, Passport. So let me ask you this, Passport. Let me ask you this. So how do you feel about women who don't want to date men with kids?
that's delusional to me. That's crazy.
You know, I mean, but I mean, can we call it fair? Because men is some men that don't want to date women that has kids. So do we look at it differently? Can we look at it differently because a woman
So,
don't
so
want to date a man that has kids?
some women say they won't date men with little kids. Like I met a woman one time. She said, "You don't have no little kids, do you?" I said, "No." I said, "No, my son grown.
but
He's a
but
grown man."
do you think that's because like I said that a man or a woman they look at the age of a kid to
Right,
look at how long the relationship has been broken up. You feel what I'm saying?
right,
Because if a kid is 1 or 2 years old, 3 years old, y'all still fresh. Y'all
right.
probably still talk.
Right, exactly. It's still some type of feelings there.
Yeah,
somebody
absolutely.
somebody still creeping.
You feel me?
But if you
So
got
it's like
if you got a 20-year-old child, then it may be over.
there you go. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The kid got to at least be at least 8 or 9 for me to feel like, oh, y'all ain't talked since the baby was how old?
Yeah, sometimes that ain't over 8 or 9.
Yeah, you hear me? That ain't long enough.
And then it might be locked up. Then he he get out just like Reggie said earlier. You just a placeholder
A
until
placeholder, yeah,
until
definitely.
until hey look until he gets out. And
Until
then
he get
because when he get out,
hey,
it's over with.
hey, man, shoot. Sometimes you ain't even the placeholder. You feel me? Dude, yo, you for the moment.
Hey, read passport. His next cover he just put out.
Hey, Bo, can you blow that one up for me?
No, hold on. No, I got it right here. No,
Oh, you
go
can
ahead.
see it on your okay.
No.
I'm not in my room, so I can't see
Okay,
it anymore.
he said, I respect if a woman don't want to talk to me because I have kids, but I tell every woman up front, my kids don't need a stepmama. She here for me, not my kids.
Mm.
Me and their mama make sure the kids straight. 100. And we got Alicia Decker in the building. How you doing,
What's
Alicia?
going on, Miss Alicia? Thank you, Bo. Um, um, see, TJ, yeah, see, and that's cool that you and her can co-parent. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? That y'all co-parent. But the thing is that you know when you bring somebody into your life, you know, and let's just say that you decide to let this woman meet your kids. Once that
Right.
woman meet your kids, once you let her meet your kids, now you've opened up a door for her to become a part of their life because she's
Right.
a part of your life. No doubt you and your kids' mom co-parent and y'all make sure that she's straight. But I'm gonna just say this just from experience, bro. Don't block a woman that you call yourself trying to be with, that you gonna be with. You feel what I'm saying? Don't block her from being in your kid's life if
Yeah.
she's choosing to be there, because it's a lot of women that don't want to be there,
Right. Right.
and they always and you know I got to give it to Mo Gotti and to Miss Brenda Craig. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mo and Brenda.
Brenda
You
McCray.
know, McCray. I said Craig. I'm
Right.
sorry, but Brenda McCray. Shout out to Brenda McCray and Gotti when they schooled me on nurturing. You feel what I'm saying? It's very important for, you know what I'm saying, these kids to have that, especially if your kids is young and they
Yeah.
need that nurturing
Yeah.
from a
Alicia
woman.
Davis. Hello. She said, "Hello, gentlemen. How you doing, Alicia?
Hello,
I didn't mean to cut y'all. And hold
you
on.
good?
We also got Ashanti R. Thomas is in the building. How
Okay.
you doing, Ashanti? Ashanti, I hope I'm pronouncing your name right.
What's going on? What's going on? Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show tonight.
Yeah, but
And
like you just spoke of nourishment is very important.
yeah.
I mean, you have to be there with these kids when they out of school. You got to be right there. You got to be on it. I know we be tired from work or whatever, but you got to be on it.
Well, like that's my point. Furthest, like, when you was a single man, and again, like I said, when you co-parenting, you
Right,
know, you seeing your kids here and there, especially if you don't have the kids. But when you have the kids and you got a woman that actually wants to be there and she trying to make a life with you, again, you got a woman that's in the house 24/7, not
right,
taking away from what the mama do. You feel me? But the
right.
kids are able to get that feminine, nourishment
Hey,
on that
hold on. Exactly.
on the regular.
We
Go
we
ahead.
got Crenshaw, Raphael Crenshaw is in the building. What's up, Rap? And we got Craig Davis in the building. What's up, Craig?
What's
Okay,
going on, fellas?
man.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. And
What's up?
TJ's comment, he said my kids has damn near met every woman I've ever I've had dealings with, but out of respect for my kids' mother, I rather my kids get that nourishment love from their mama. Respect, respect. I am not going against that at all, TJ. You feel me? I mean I can't say what you saying is not how you feel. I'm just throwing that extra out there just for,
Right.
you know, just for the sake of the conversation. Put it that way. You know, because I can't tell you, because I personally can't tell you what's best for your kids. You know what I'm saying? Better than you.
My bro
So,
just called me. I'm calling back.
you
Right,
know,
right, right.
for
But
sure.
but hey, bro, I'm gonna call you back. I saw you calling me. If you watching, I'm gonna call you back. Um, yeah, I know he probably watching. I'm gonna hit you back, bro. Um, like I said, you know, everybody got different. They got different opinions on this topic about men not wanting to date women with kids, and there are some legit reasons why you know some men feel like they shouldn't date kids. Like it's hard to come in a ready-made family and do that. But I feel if you go in that relationship and you go in that relationship with the right intentions, being genuine, not trying to go in and be all bossy and stuff. Always, you know, learn the family first. Learn how the kids are. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Learn what type of setup the mother and the kids have. You know,
Right.
and number one, if you got a good judgment on the woman that you're trying to have a relationship with, and she's well put together, and she got her mind on point. 9 times out of 10, her kids are on point. So, you know, it's you have to be very wise how you choose that woman that you're going to date with kids.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, all that plays into a factor. You are absolutely correct.
Right.
About that, I can't go against that. You gotta also yourself, you know, number one, looking at self, you gotta know what you want.
All right. All right. TJ just came in again.
Okay.
TJ said, I know we are human and not lions, but when a lion takes over a pride, he kills the kids he did not father, and he
Hmm.
killed any other male. With that being said, it's just our nature to want to start our own family. And you're right. Like I say, you know, TJ, that's your perspective, and I respect that.
But
And a lot of
but you
men
know
feel
what?
but
But
see,
you know what though?
a lot. He's
Let me
right.
say this before
A lot of
let me
men just
say
like
this
to start
before I forget this, Mo. Let me say this
with
before I forget this. But TJ, that's that's my point. That's my point on asking the question. Is it wrong for a woman to not want to date men that already has kids?
but
Because just like you said, hold on, just like he said, it's in the man's nature to
right,
want to have something for his own.
his own
But
right.
if a woman, but if a woman is coming into a relationship and she don't have no kids, you feel what I'm saying? Would she be wrong to not want to date him because she's not starting her own family?
It's a lot of women feel that way. Also, a lot of women they want to be the first to have a kid by that guy.
There you
But
go.
right, but like and teachers just made a great point.
Mhm.
Um, he said, you know, a man wants to create his own,
That's true.
and that's why I say you have to be a different type of guy to step in with a woman with kids, and you need to be that top notch guy to be a stepfather.
So let me ask you
Be a
this,
good
Mo.
stepfather.
So let me ask you this. So what if what if she, the woman that you want to be with, right? And
Right,
you and she got stepkids, but
right.
your goal, hopefully, is to have a kid with her, but she don't want to have no more kids. How would you feel about that?
If I met a woman and my goal is to want to have kids with her, but she don't want to
Or
have
at
any more
least
kids.
one, right?
Right, she don't want to have any more kids. All right, first of all, do I already have kids before I met this woman?
I don't know. That's up in the air.
If I already have a kid, I have no problem with that. That's
Okay.
why if I was a man with no kids, I either would date a woman with no kids, or I would date a woman that wants, if she have a kid or two, she would want another kid.
Right.
That if I didn't have any. Now, if I go into the relationship with a child of my own, and she says she don't want any other kids, I'm cool with that.
Hmm.
You follow my drift on that? I'm cool
Yeah,
with it.
I mean, because I teeter with that personally.
Right.
I mean personally, I teeter with
Right.
that
If
because
you if, like you yourself, you already have kids,
right,
and you meet a woman with kids, and
right.
she say, "Well, Portis, I don't want any more kids." Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure you'll be cool with that because you already
Yeah,
have
I mean,
kids.
I'm cool with that, now because I'm up in age.
Right.
But if I was probably like 10 years younger, I think I would have a problem with that because, like I said, I don't have any girls, you know what I'm saying, biologically. So it's like, shit,
Okay.
I would want to at least
Right.
try, you know
And,
what I'm saying?
TJ say it's not wrong. Is that what she? She said that's what she wants. I will respect that. I respect her wishes. She's not wrong with it. He got another point, and
Right.
I respect that. But I
I see
do
it from both ways. I see
right,
it
right.
both ways.
He
I
said
see it
Jenna
both
Lee
ways.
Coates. I don't know who Jenna Lee Coates is, but yeah, I get that part, but I don't get this part here.
Right.
Like you asked the question, if a woman with kids say she don't want to date no one with kids, that's kind of awkward to me.
If a woman
She,
say that she don't want to date a man that has kids
right, and she has kids.
and she has kids,
Yeah, that
it's plenty of them out here
is
though, G.
right, right. I see that a whole lot.
Yeah, it's plenty of them out here,
Right,
and as crazy as it may sound, it's exactly what TJ said. It's just reversed.
right. Now I understand a woman that don't have any kids, meet a man with kids. I totally get that. I totally understand that. But a woman with kids, nah, I don't. I don't get that.
Some women, hey, and you want to know what? It's so funny because it sounds like what's that old Disney story, that Cinderella story? You feel
Right,
me?
right,
Like the stepmama didn't like Cinderella for no reason because she wasn't hers.
right,
You know,
right.
so you get you get women. Think about it. This ain't something new. This is something that's been going on since the
But
time of time. If they've been talking about it since back when Cinderella was made, this ain't nothing new.
but you know what? That goes back to say what I said earlier.
Hmm.
You have when you go into that relationship with a woman with kids. Number one, you got to love kids. Number two, you got to be genuine. You got to want to be in that relationship.
Kids life. Yeah,
You have to want to be in that family's life.
right,
You have to genuinely want to be in that family's life to make it work.
right. I agree.
But if you're not, if you feel a certain way about that, don't even try it.
Right,
Don't even attempt to try to talk to that woman, entertain that woman. Don't even waste that woman's time. Cause you got some women out here, they for real about their kids. They for real about their kids, and they won't give some of these guys a time of the day, And you have to be, and I understand that,
hmm,
because when you have kids, they're our responsibility. They are a whole nother life that we are responsible for. So we
right.
can't have such and such come in, interfere with this and that. Either you gonna be with me or not.
No,
You
you're
know what I'm
not.
saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Right. So some women they don't play that, but everybody different though. I've seen other situations too now. We got Shannon
Um,
Lee Coates. Oh, okay. Okay, that's who TJ was talking about. He said, in today's time, you're playing the suck role. They don't appreciate that man they just using him. Did you hear me, Portis? I'm gonna read it.
word.
I'm gonna read it again.
Go ahead.
In today's time, you playing the suck role. They don't appreciate that man. They just using him.
Hmm. That's true.
And see, that's
Well,
another that and what I appreciate that, Johnny. And that's another problem right there. You got women that make it hard for other women.
hmm,
You get what I'm saying?
hmm,
Like John said, a lot of women don't appreciate a good guy that gonna come in and step in and handle his business with them kids. You get what I'm saying? So they make it hard for the woman that will appreciate a man to come in and take care of kids.
See, that's what I'm saying.
And that's what I'm saying. You know, that's not and we can't we can't judge all women the same, because you got some that appreciate, some that won't. But that's why I say, remember I said earlier, you have to be mindful who you are trying to date with kids.
Right. You right.
That is true. That's true what Johnny just said.
Passport just made another comment.
Okay. Passport just said, he said, I have yet to meet a female that didn't talk to me because I didn't want to deal with their kids. They say they're not dealing with a guy that's not dealing with their kids. But that's a lie. Well, you know what, TJ? That's another topic. And some do lie, because they like you. If they really like you, they don't care if you deal with their kids or not. Some. But you have some women. You have some women that won't deal with a guy that won't accept the whole package. You know, when I say the whole package, I'm talking about the whole family.
Yeah. Thank you for clarifying.
I had to clarify that. Because you ain't gonna be thinking out here sometimes.
So yeah, but again, like it is crazy, Mo, but a lot of people, a lot of men that think that way, and a lot of women that think that way, you know, those people, and I don't judge them for feeling how they feel, but those be the people that miss out on the good ones.
Right.
Because
we getting up to the last hour. We up to 1 hour now. But go ahead, pause.
Okay. All right. Yeah, but those be the ones that miss out, because sometimes you have to step outside your normal to find what you're looking for.
Right.
And for me, I'm gonna end it on that note. Gotti, if you got anything else to put with it, you can, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna end mine on that note. Go ahead.
You just said a little mouthful on that. We're gonna leave it on that note right there, and we're gonna appreciate everyone for chiming in, coming. Make sure y'all like, share. We appreciate it, and we hopefully we'll see you guys tomorrow night, same time, same station, same bat station.
For sure. Thank y'all for tuning in. My bad, I kind of went out for a second. You know what I'm saying? Somebody was calling me. But man, we definitely have fun with y'all. Thank y'all for rocking with us, man. We are back in full effect. Gotti, enjoy your vacation down there in Texas. Family down there in Texas, man. Hello. Big Cap, love y'all here in Georgia, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. Shout out to everybody that tuned in tonight. Bo, thank you for what you do, bro. Be glad you're feeling better. And if you got anything you want to give to the people before we get up out of here, brother, give it to them.
He said bye. He waved his hand.
For sure.
I'll see you guys Saturday. I'll be back in Georgia Saturday. I'll see you guys Saturday.
For sure, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. I am Portis, aka Mr. Squad in Your Face, aka Mr. Intellectual himself, and my co-host,
Mo Gotti, L-I-V-E, the D-O-G dog.
Yo, peace to the planet, y'all. Stay woke.
Peace.